Donald Trump has demanded that Britain and other European allies should take back more than 800 ISIS fighters captured in Syria, or he will release them. The U.S. president warned the ISIS extremists could permeate Europe, and called on Britain, France and Germany to put the prisoners on trial in their countries. More, Trump reacts furiously to SNL sketch. More, ISIS teen says she's okay with beheadings. More, U.S.-backed forces in final battle to rid Syria of Islamic State. He tweeted, "The United States is asking Britain, France, Germany and other European allies to take back over 800 ISIS fighters that we captured in Syria and put them on trial. The caliphate is ready to fall. The alternative is not a good one in that we will be forced to release them. The U.S. does not want to watch as these ISIS fighters permeate Europe, which is where they are expected to go. We do so much, and spend so much, time for others to step up and do the job that they are so capable of doing. We are pulling back after a 100% caliphate victory. The United States is asking Britain, France, Germany and other European allies to take back over 800 ISIS fighters that we captured in Syria and put them on trial. The caliphate is ready to fall. The alternative is not a good one in that we will be forced to release them." Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, February 17, 2019. The United States is asking Britain, France, Germany and other European allies to take back over 800 ISIS fighters that we captured in Syria and put them on trial. The caliphate is ready to fall. The alternative is not a good one in that we will be forced to release them. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, February 17, 2019. ISIS fighters are now said to be cornered to an area of no larger than 700 square meters. Trump has been backed up by senior U.S. officials who told the UK's Sunday Telegraph that Britain's refusal to take back their homegrown terrorists was a policy of leave them at large and hope they don't find a way back. The stark warning comes amid a ministerial row over the repatriation of foreign fighters and their relations to the UK, provoked by the case of 19-year-old Shamima Begum. Pregnant Begum ran away to ISIS-controlled Syria but now wants to return to the UK to bring up her baby now that the death cult is collapsing. But Home Secretary Sajid Javid has warned he will not hesitate to prevent the return of Britons who travel to join ISIS, yet Justice Secretary David Gauke told Sky News, "We can't make people stateless." Final push. Chief Farat, a commander with the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces (SDF), told reporters on Saturday, "We will very soon bring good news to the whole world. The capture of the last pockets still held by ISIS fighters in Baghouz would mark the end of a devastating 4-year global campaign to stop the extremist group's hold on territory in Syria and Iraq." At the height of the group's power in 2014, the so-called caliphate controlled nearly a third of both Iraq and Syria. However, the end of the terror group's territorial control would not mean an end to the group, with Mr. Farat saying the SDF would continue the fight against sleeper cells. It comes 11 days after Trump claimed that will be 100% defeated in Iraq and Syria by next week. Victory over victory. Speaking earlier this month, the U.S. president predicted that the terror group will have lost its final strongholds within days following victory over victory. He insisted the U.S. would not relent in fighting the sick and demented extremists despite his decision to withdraw U.S. troops from Syria. Trump told representatives of a 79-member, U.S.-led coalition fighting ISIS that the militants held a tiny percentage of the vast territory they once claimed as their caliphate. He said, "Over the past 2 years we have retaken 20,000 square miles of land. We have seen victory after victory after victory. We have retaken both Mosul and Raqqa. We've eliminated more than 60 high-value ISIS leaders. Tens of thousands of ISIS fighters are gone. They're gone." This story originally appeared on The Sun and is republished with permission.